About 4 weeks ago, there was a cyst. I think it's called Mucocele. It started to grow in my bottom lip here, right over here. And first, it got really big. It got like size like this. It was pretty big. It was not painful, and but you can feel it was there. You know, that big cyst or lump in your bottom lip here, inside here. It didn't really bother me that much. First I thought, okay, I can just let it go by itself. Usually cyst takes weeks or months, it will disappear by itself. So I thought, okay, just let it disappear by itself. Actually, my daughter, she had this before. She got a really big one, and first they said, oh, you maybe should go see a doctor, get it, cut it out. But then you would end up, there was like a big cut, then they have to sew you and you get a scar, and some people got it. Eventually that thing grew back. So I like, okay, you know, we don't want to go through that. So for her, we found this method on the internet. It's people tell you to put this thing. It's called Alum to your mucocele, your cyst, and then it can get rid of it. Guess what? I used this on her. Actually, it worked. So this time, you know, it started getting really big, and I don't feel like it's going away. So I like, okay, I'm just going to pop it. You know, I popped it. First I thought maybe I can pop it, and then it will, like, you know, you pop the zip, it will just squeeze the pus out, and everything will just go flat. It will be gone. But so I actually popped it about after 2 weeks. I had that thing, and I used the needle here. I use this, and I just like this little pin. It was here. It's really big, so I just start to like get rid of the skin on the top of the really shiny part. And actually, there was some really clear pus-looking things start to come out, but it was so disappointing. It did come out like I expected. I thought will be like lots of pus come out and everything will be fine. No, it's just a little bit clear pus come out, and then I keep squeezing that, and then there's some blood come out too. But that thing didn't go down too much. It didn't go down too much at all as expected. After I did all this poke that, squeezing that, there was like at least, I would say, 1/4 of that thing was left there. So okay, I guess it's time for me to try the Alum method myself. What I did is I just so I put Alum. I actually first I clean the whole thing, my mouth, this part, with hydroperoxide, and I clean that part, and I poke it, and I clean that again with hydroperoxide, and I just made my Q-tip wet and put into the Alum, give like lots of Alum on my Q-tip. Then I just pat that Alum on top of my cyst, and when I pat it down, I just I try to keep that in there for about 15 minutes. So I get a cotton thing here. I just shove the cotton on top of my cyst and hold the cotton on top of the cyst and Alum in my mouth and keep there for about 15 minutes. After the 15 minutes, I took this out and I clean it again with hydroperoxide. And what I do is, after I clean it out, the people suggest you use this thing, Listerine. So I bought this orange and Listerine, and it has alcohol inside. So I think it's supposed to clean up your, you know, your home place here. So but people suggest you to put this thing in your mouth for 2 minutes. It really hurts. So I didn't want to do that. So I just get another cotton ball and get wet with this thing. So I just do the same thing. I put the cotton ball where my cyst was, and I just hold there for 2 minutes. Then after 2 minutes done, I did this every night. So after 2 minutes, I just took this cotton ball out, and that's it for my treatment every night. Then in the morning, I got the cotton ball out and used the Listerine thing again. So actually, guess what? The second day after I put the Alum on, second morning, my cyst went down half size. I didn't know what happened to it, but that thing shrunk, went down half size. You will see a picture for this, and it went down half size. The top used to be big and round, and then it became flat. Then I could see a really nasty looking white flat surface on my mucocele, and then it's like dried skin and it's white. So it's half size down. I had my hope. Then I repeat this every night. What I did every night is I repeated. I will use my needle. I took the needle and I will poke the top of the skin, layer a little bit around a little bit, make a little bit more pus or even blood come out a little bit more. And then I do the same method I did the first time. It was kind of painful for the first couple, 2 or 3 days, but that thing actually really start shrink. I can tell the difference on the third day. That thing is just almost flat. I can feel a little bit flat round bump there, and it was white. So I think about, I had some photos showing there like different days, but I didn't take the photo every day. But I can clearly remember the 5th day or the 6th day, I just had tiny little bit bump left with some white skin on top. So that the day actually I thought, okay, it's time to stop. And I stopped doing that. Now it's like about 11 days now, and my thing actually was totally gone. It totally disappeared. You can't see at all now. There's nothing here. It's still see here. Here, scary looking. Nope, there's nothing there. I can't feel it at all. It's gone. So this, I did some research with this, and so many people claim it worked, and it worked for my daughter, and this time really worked for me. And it only took me less than a week. The thing is completely gone. For about almost 2 weeks, I didn't feel anything come back. So I do think this way for this annoying cyst thing, this mucocele thing really works, and I do not suggest you to go to a doctor and get it cut out before you try this way. It's so simple, and and you just need to get this. You can get them in Walmart. I think it's like $3 or something. You can get it from Walmart, and this thing really works. And you don't want to go to the doctor, get it cut out, spend all the money, even if you have insurance, and you don't want to get it. They really cut it open and they sew that back, and it come back. It's painful. This is the easiest way to get rid of, and I do believe this is the way actually worked. The thing I first thought, okay, I still have this big bump, but first time I poke it, I still have the big bump inside. It's hard. I was so disappointed, but after I put this Alum on, every day I saw the improvement. I know it worked. So today I just want to tell you, that's all you need to get rid of this annoying thing in your mouth, and if you get that again, you can do the same thing again. So, okay, that's my video to tell you how Alum get rid of my big mucocele in my mouth completely. Thanks for watching. Bye.